This is York County Connects, powered by Partners Bank, with 11 locations throughout southern Maine and Seacoast, New Hampshire. Partners Bank, the bank that listens.
You know, we couldn't do this without Partners, and hopefully we can get it all in the first take. I don't know why it took us 3 times to get it there, but we did at 8:17, and it's my pleasure to, bring on a live guest here today. We love it when people come in and tell their story, whether it's for their business, for their upcoming event, and you can reach out socially through Facebook and Instagram. That's where we're most active, or you can give us a call at 324-1220. Start the conversation that way, like Brett Williams has from the Sanford Performing Arts Center. Welcome to Seacoast Oldies and York County Connects this morning, Brett.
How you doing, Andy? It's really great to be here. Thank you for having me.
You got it, man. It's a beautiful day. It's Thursday, and as the summer season winds down in Maine, a lot of the outdoor stuff goes away.
Yep.
But that's when you guys really hit it hard.
Yeah.
It's time for us to go indoors and enjoy some great shows. Tell us about what's coming up at Sanford Performing Arts Center for this season.
Yeah, so Sanford Performing Arts Center, typically we let the great venues that we have in southern Maine do their thing in the summer, exactly what you said. Somebody said it to me once at the Performing Arts Center in the lobby. This is like Town Square in the off season. And it's where everybody gathers, and we have a wonderful season, as you said, of national, international touring shows, local even, from October right through early July, and so into kind of Independence Day. And this year we're hitting it off on the 12th of October with an awesome show. We'll be advertising it here on Seacoast Oldies, called the Doo Wop Project. And these guys are reviving the music of doo wop, so like classic doo wop music from the 50s and 60s. They met on Broadway. They're some of the original Jersey Boys cast members.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes. And so they all get together, and so Jersey Boys went away. They did not. And so they get together and they do not only classic doo-wop, but they doo-wopify is their word. They doo-wopify current hits and more modern songs as well.
Yeah,
it's a really broad appeal. And so it's a multi-generational hit. And so that's on a Sunday evening, October 12th at 7 o'clock. And so we're really stoked to be on their national tour. They're right out of LA. And that's how we're kicking off the season. Really, really stoked about that.
What I love about what you guys do is the shows, do start at 7 o'clock or relatively early. For for an old fuddy-duddy like me, man, I don't like to be out past 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock, So the shows start, you can get a nice meal in town, and then you go check out the program, and you can be in bed at a decent hour.
7 o'clock starts.
Yeah.
Almost always done by like 8:45, 9 o'clock. You're home by, you're in bed by 9:30.
Yes.
Okay? And so... And I'm old.
You're speaking my language, man.
Listen, and this is what, people are like, it's an 8 o'clock show. I'm like, why would you do that to me?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm too old for that. Then another show I've got in October 26th, another Sunday evening, is a really great show called Catapult. And people saw them on America's Got Talent. They're the shadow act. So they literally drop a screen that covers the stage, and they backlight, and they use their bodies to tell a story and project shapes and characters and a story. It's unbelievable. It is impossible for me to articulate and drive people to see this without pointing them to my website, sanfordpac.org, and say, watch the preview video, and you will trip over yourself to be there, because they're launching their national tour at our theater. They're actually teching it for 3 days before they go live on Sunday night.
Oh, wow.
And then what's really cool, Andy, is I said, great, you can tech your show at my theater. I'll give that to you for free and I'll pay for our show on Sunday night if you give our students in Sanford a show on Monday. So school students on Monday will see this incredible show from America's Got Talent, this idea of what can you do with your imagination and your body and light.
And you never know when you're going to inspire a child, right?
Yeah.
So they'll find their passion. A lot of us find our passion, in high school. And that's a good example on maybe someone's in the audience that day and they think to themselves, that's what I want to do with my life. And then you've inspired somebody on their path of life.
And that's it, right? And so Sanford students are making out like bandits with what we've got coming to the Performing Arts Center, because we've also got this. My goal every year is to have a show, one of our national tours, for every grade level. So I've got Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, like this great children's book. They've turned it into a musical, so that's coming at the end of October as well. And we get pre-K through grade 1. But the ultimate goal here, Andy, is to have kids see a show right up through grade 12 for free. Every student, every year, gets a little bit of a day off from school and comes sees a national tour. And that's kind of a really special thing.
Yeah, I love what you do over there. Brett Williams is the director over at Sanford Performing Arts Center, joining the show this morning. And you've, year after year brought so much talent to Sanford. I always wonder how you find these people.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
That's a great question. I'm always on the hunt, you know, and so it's a lifestyle, you know, like people are like, oh, is it something that you go to a certain place to see? I mean, I have a whole bunch of tools in the toolbox of where I find these acts. One of them is I go to New York every January, and there's a conference where I meet with the me's of the world, the Performing Arts Center directors of the country. And
you guys talk shop for like a half a day?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a 4-day conference, and it's 4 or 5 days, and all I'm doing while I'm down there is seeing shows and kind of scouting who's out there and who's touring, and we wheel and deal, and then I work with other venues in the area and say, hey, are you bringing, let's work together to wheel and deal with this artist, and if I bring him to Sanford, you can bring him to Orono right after me, and so it's block booking, and it's an art, and it's so fun.
Did you find Fat Cat Daddy or Big Swing Daddy? Who did I see last year? Fat Cat Swinger. Holy smoke, they were so good.
Weren't they great? Fat Cat Swinger. I saw them in New York City, yes. And I said, these guys are coming to Maine. And they were my season kickoff last year.
I would be intimidated talking to that guy. He looks so deliberate with his facial hair.
Oh, yeah. And he looked like that. He walked into the room that way.
Yeah,
and so, normally the artists will come and, they might not even be recognizable because they've got their stage persona. No, he walked in on point. And I think his first name was Mark, and
that's kind of a letdown.
Sorry, he walked in. I'm like, you are stage ready.
Yeah,
it is 8 a.m.
His name should be Zeus.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right, it is. He does have a kind of a Zeus face. So, lots of great shows this year: a Taylor Swift tribute, a Fleetwood Mac tribute, and a Billy Joel tribute.
Oh wow!
Yep. And I think probably the pick of the year for me is a great show on New Year's Eve called, first of all, he is, if you remember New Year's Eve last year, what we love to do is have a family show on New Year's Eve so everybody can come at 7 o'clock and then go to bed.
Yeah.
As you said, okay?
Who stays
but
up for the
bring in the
ball?
New Year's, bring in the New Year together. But this year, our New Year's Eve show is Chris Funk, The Wondrous. And it's illusion, it's music, it's just pure entertainment, and people are going to love that one. So I would have people take a look at Chris Funk as well. Saw him, blew my mind, and he got my New Year's Eve booking, which is something really fun that we kind of have staked a flag in here in Sanford. Saying, there's nothing going on New Year's Eve. Let's do it.
Isn't that wild that we don't have like a big New Year's Eve party, but it's kind of gone down to where you're at? Like
we sell out every New Year's Eve, so we're packing in 900 people, and when the show's over, we ring it in. Like a bunch of old people, we say, hey, it's 8:45 p.m. But no, just kidding. It's 11:59. Let's count it down together. We do a big toast. We do a big countdown, and people get that big dopamine hit of ringing in the New Year's Eve, New Year's, Times Square style. And then they're in bed by 9:15.
Do you sell, I assume you sell season tickets, because this sounds like I want to be here for the next few months.
Yeah. And so we have a subscription program actually. And so people, if you buy, we first of all say our season is about 22 shows long. If you buy tickets to 7 at once, 20% off.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And so that's called our subscription program. SanfordPAC.org is where you can get all the information about our season and that subscription program, that discount program. We also offer always 10% off for seniors and military, and students are free. If there is a ticket left, a student can walk in and you see it for free, because we realize that's the future of where we're going. And we know that kiddos, don't have the money to drop on a ticket right now. So.
Right. Yeah, nor do they. Yeah. Like, you can see a Taylor Swift show in Sanford, or you can, mortgage your house to maybe go see her on the next tour.
You got it. Exactly. Yeah, you figured it out. Yeah. You see what we're doing here.
It is Brett Williams, the director over at Sanford Performing Arts Center, joining us for York County Connects. Thank you for stopping by this morning.
York County's morning show.